What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rants Red Talk, where we discuss all the topics that you send through to me on Twitter, and we got some good topics here today. Also, just to let you know, we are 2K away from 500,000 on United stands, so yeah, it's exciting times. Big up everyone for your support. We're doing bits, man. Got a new interview up with Flex and my guy Simon Peach, who is tier 1 at Manchester United in terms of transfer news, etc. So if you ain't seen that, make sure you head over there and check that out. Also, Flex and Josh have been in Australia for a week now, and they've pretty much done 1 million views already on the channel. So big up for your supporting the content. Make sure you keep an eye on the vlogs. Okay, let's get into your transfer news. First up, we have Jermaine Rowe. Do you think Fernandes deal will actually happen, or is this just another drawn out saga that ends up going nowhere? To be honest, I don't know. Like, from the information that I've got from my sources, United are definitely interested. Sporting need the money, but because United know that Sporting need the money, they're prepared to play the long game so they can get Fernandes for as cheap as possible. That's what it's looking like. So I'm not saying that it's definitely going to happen, because United could take too long and then someone else could come in with a concrete bid, and because Sporting need the P's, they could just take it. Like, I'm not saying it would definitely happen, but what I'm saying is United definitely want him, and I think Ed's just trying to be shrewd in it. But that penny pinching could mean we lose out on him. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, there's been loads of rumours linking him with Liverpool, Tottenham and these other teams, and I think that's because Sporting are trying to drive the price up, because they're very much aware that they need the money and he is their most prized asset. So they're just trying to start a bidding war. I don't think United are willing to get into one. So it'll be very interesting to see where he ends up. But right now, I would like to be super optimistic and say, yo, I think he's going to end up at United. But you just never know with us. We are a shambles in that department. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys, about Bruno Fernandes. Just as a player, I think he's wavy. Like, when you look at his goal contributions, etc., like, he's up there in Europe. Obviously, he doesn't play in one of the top 4 leagues, but you have to respect them statistics anywhere you go. And as I was saying before, United ain't had a set piece specialist since David Beckham. People were like, oh, Rooney, Ronaldo. Rooney and Ronaldo are not a set piece specialist. A set piece specialist, yeah, takes set pieces from all over the park. Ronaldo, when he takes set pieces, he thinks he can score from, bruv. If Ronaldo don't think he can score, he don't want the free kick. And the same goes for Rooney. Rooney don't put in crosses from free kicks. Rooney's looking to shoot, bruv. He's not a set piece specialist. Rooney's corners weren't that good. Ronaldo never took corners for us, bruv. A set piece specialist, like your David Beckhams, like your Janinios, like your Pirlos, these man just take dead balls all over the park, bro. Know the difference between a free kick taker, yeah, and a set piece specialist, bruv. Like, Pogba can take free kicks, but he's not a set piece specialist. Like, if man don't understand what I mean, then that's up to you, innit? But Bruno is a set piece specialist, bruv. So United haven't had one since David Beckham. Next question. At Uche Gucci Goo 2 or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know what going for your name, but either way, could Mason develop into a player so good it will make all Ed Woodward's obvious transfer mistakes irrelevant? Yes, I do think so. I think out of all the players in the academy, I think since Ravel Morrison, who came first, Ravel or Paul? Well, Rav and Paul were in the same. Rav, Paul, and Jesse were in the same crop, but I think that Rav is slightly younger, if I remember correctly. So I say since Rav, yeah, man ain't seen a talent like this youth, bruv. Like Mason Greenwood, I know loads of people get excited over like young British players, but this guy is the truth. He's fucking mustard, man. So I think he's gonna develop into such a good player that I wouldn't even buy a striker to replace Lukaku. I wouldn't. I would let Rashford, Martial and Sanchez battle it out, and I would blood Mason in the Europa League and also in the League Cup, because I believe that this is his breakthrough season. I don't think he needs a season out on loan or any of these things. I think the physical demands of the Premier League, if you look at him, he's built well. Like, I think he's ready now. So I do believe that he'll be the next big thing to come out of the academy. You look at Chong and Gomez physically, they can't see him. Like, he's built differently to these men. Do you know what I mean? You could still see the other two and think, yeah, they still got to grow into it a bit more. Like, Mason looks ready now. So for me, I think that's a very good question. My answer would definitely be yes. Let me know what you think in let me know what you think in the comments about Mason. Do you share the opinion with me, or do you echo my sentiments, or do you think that he's not ready? All right, next one is at Jason Bruh. Happy with the signing so far? Absolutely, bro. I have to say I'm 100% happy with the signing so far. I'm also happy with the amount that we've got them for. 60 million for Harry Maguire, which is a plus 20 million worth of add-ons. It could go up to 80 million, but maybe it won't. That would depend on Champions League, all these other things. 60 million for Harry Maguire is a fucking brilliant deal. Don't care how you choose to look at it. I don't care how long people are going to say it took, because deals like these take long, innit? Wan-Bissaka, again, right back, 50 million. I think it was 45 million up front. And then I think something stupid like 7 million in add-ons, or what. Who cares, bruv? 45 million up front for Wan-Bissaka is brilliant fucking business. It's brilliant business. Like, Kyle Walker went for 50 million at 20, I think he was 27 years old, to Manchester City. Like, we're getting a 21-year-old for less than that. You can't argue that. You know what I mean? Another brilliant piece of business by Ed Woodward. So, and Daniel James looks like a promising one for the future. I don't think he'll ever be a world beater, but I think he'll be a very, very good player. At least a very good squad player, bruv. He's direct, he's pacey, and he's enthusiastic, bruv. He looks like he's super happy to be at the club. And we've lacked that for a while. We've had loads of people coming in trying to use United as a stepping stone, or just coming purely to make money. Their heart hasn't been in it. This guy loves just being here. And I think that kind of presence and shit like that is contagious. So I'm all for it. So far so good. I'd like to see another couple midfielders. So if we got Longstaff and Bruno Fernandes would be sick. I'd like to see, well, we've got the centre back already. So yeah. And I'd probably like to see another winger as well. If we could get 2 midfielders and a right winger now to add to what we've had, I'd say that it's a bloody brilliant window. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you happy with the signing so far? Next one here is, can't see your thing because your name's too long, but it says, is Mason Greenwood our best right side option right now, considering that he probably has more goal contributions in him than Daniel James, and we need that across the front three since Rashford hasn't proven to be a 20 goal a season striker? I think that's a sick question, and you're right. Rashford, I don't know, someone told me that my man scored since he started, since he broken through, he's only scored like, I don't want to say the wrong figure, but I think it was something like 28 league goals or something like that in 3 seasons or something like that. I think he got 10 last season. Like, 10 league goals is fucking shit, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I was saying, you have to compare Rashford to Rooney because they're both United number 10s. They're both English, and they're both United. Yeah, they're both United number 10s. They're both England internationals. And they were both young, bruv. When Rooney was 23 years old, yeah, or even 22, he was way better than Marcus Rashford. So, like, I think that Marcus Rashford gets away with a lot of stick, yeah, because he's Manc and also he's English, but he's simply not good enough, bruv. Them numbers are appalling. Like, and he is a young player, but he's not a baby. Like, this is his 4th season in the Premier League, so he's 4 years deep in this. Like, you're not a rookie no more. It's time to start putting up big numbers. If Rashford doesn't score 20 league goals next season, he's dead food, bruv. Like, it's that simple. And I think that Mason Greenwood, being left-footed, cutting in from the right, I think he might be our answer to that right side. I honestly do. because he's got the movement of a striker, but he can dribble, carry the ball as well, and he can bang with both feet. So I'd love to see Mason get a run out on that right hand side. I really would. Like him and Martial flanking like either side of Sanchez or Rashford. Like I think that front three is worth having a look at. Let me know what you think in the comments section, guys. Next one, I cannot see your name again, but it says Dame Dollar. It says, huge fan of Martial, but after his debut season, he hasn't really impressed me as an out-and-out number 9. The few times he's played there, he's cultured and likes the ball to feet, but Oli seems to like his strikers running in behind. Do you see him as our primary number 9 this season? I think he's the best number 9 at the club, and that can't even be disputed. However, you're right, it does seem that Oli does he prefers the high energy Rashford approach, but that's because Oli just prefers the high energy everything, because I feel like he's got a very old school British mentality when it comes to style of play and what he likes, and I don't think that that's the best for us, because we've got a lot of technical players that maybe that doesn't suit. But I don't know, that would only be my concern. I wouldn't say that I see him as a primary number 9. I think he should be, because he's our best, but I believe that Ollie's going to favour Rashford because of the whole English thing and the high energy bullshit. So I just don't really know. And in terms of him not really impressing as the number 9, his best tallies have been as a number 9 for us, bruv. Either playing up front under LVG or playing centrally for Mourinho. Because before Mourinho got sacked, there was a period that Martial kept scoring goals and kept him in a job, and he was playing in a 2. He was playing in a 2. So a lot of the time when he was playing from the left, he wasn't really scoring. Like he had that patch where him and Rashford were alternating from the left hand side and they kept scoring goals. But after that, Sanchez got brought in, the goals dried up, then he got brought back in, got moved centrally, started bagging goals. So I think centrally is where Martial's going to do his best work. All right, at the 4th ape, it looks like Pogba is staying. Do you think he'll get the backing of the fans, or will he get booed? I think it's going to be mixed. I think that the fans here are fickle, innit? Let's be honest, yeah. They'll boo Pogba and then he'll put in a few world-class performances. They'll be on his nuts again. That's just what it is. Like, he's the guy that they love to hate, innit? So, I honestly think if he's producing on the pitch, you don't have to worry about the reception he's going to get. He always gets a cold reception when things are not going well. And his body language, like, because he's quite a languid kind of player, he looks like he's not really trying, he's not really fast, because that's his attitude. So when things aren't going well, people will pick on these things. Do you know what I mean? When things are going well, people won't acknowledge them, even though they're still there. So I think as long as things are going well on the pitch for him and for the club, I think that these guys will get off his case fairly quickly. All right. Solomon Ian 9. What does the future hold for Eric Bailly? That's a very sick question, you know, bro, because I don't know. Because as much as I like him, I feel like Oli don't like him either. Like, I just don't think Oli likes him, bro. He's not your brutish, all action. Like, put it this way, yeah. When you look at Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, and even Harry Maguire physically, they're all bigger than Eric Bailly. You know what I mean? But Eric Bailly is quick. He's good on the ball. You know what I mean? He likes to play a bit. I don't know if Oli fancies that. And also, them 3 men are English. And Oli seeming to favour this English thing, which is very shit, in my opinion. But I just have to trust what he's trying to do. Obviously, I'm sure Mike Phelan's got an influence on that too. But I just don't really know for Eric Bailly. I think he's going to be given another season to prove himself. And if he doesn't step it up, he could be sold. He could be sold. But then, on the flip side, Jones and Smalling ain't getting no younger. So, he could end up just turning out to being a very good option as a backup centre-back. Who knows? Let me know what you think about the Eric Bailly situation. Are you surprised that he isn't higher up the pecking order than he is? Alright, next one is at Totti89. Maguire, bro, 80 is a lot. De Ligt is cheaper. De Ligt might be cheaper, but as I was saying on the live stream with Mark yesterday, you can also check that out. De Ligt is not guaranteed to come to the Premier League and shell by any means. He might need time to acclimatise, and yeah, you can't buy that time. So what Harry Maguire gives us, and also Wan-Bissaka, is that these men know the league. They won't need time to adjust. They'll hit the ground running, and they'll also bring us consistency. So I'm down with that. Yes, the lit is cheaper, but at the end of the day, fuck it. Like, we just need us to sign reinforcements. And make no mistake about it, Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, they strengthen our defence tenfold. Like, that's an extra 10 to 15 goals a season we don't concede now with these men in there. And that would have been the difference between us finishing in the top 4 and not finishing in the top 4 last season. So when you look at those numbers, 80 million altogether is still a steal. It's still a steal given the market. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is 80 million too much for Harry Maguire, or 60 million plus add-ons? We should definitely reiterate that, because that's what it is. Let me know. Rashab, where are you, Rashab? Your question is, if we sell Lukaku, do you think we need another striker? Okay, I've answered that still. And yeah, you're right. Martial, Rashford and Sanchez are already there, and we can use Mason in the Europa League. Done and dusted, bro. That's it. We don't need another striker. The most important thing for us is to get a right-sided player if we can. At McSauce FC, the way that name has stuck, bro, from me calling him McMayonnaise, yeah, to McSauce coming to life on Twitter, and do you see similarities in Van Persie's style of play and Mason's? Absolutely. Both left-footed and can shoot with the right to create unpredictability when running against offences. Physical stature and intelligence in his movement. I think he's more talented and technical than Rashford. I agree 100,000,000%. He's more talented, more technical than Rashford, more intelligent, and he reeks of RVP 2.0. I've been saying it. You can check Instagram, not even Instagram, you can check Twitter. I've been saying it. He reminds me of a Black Van Persie, bro. Like, and Robin Van Persie is one of the best strikers to ever play for this club, and one of my favourite. In terms of finishing, he's ice cold, both feet in the air, techers on the volley, free kicks, you name it. Robin Van Persie was a cultured swine, innit? So any man that plays anything like Robin, you know I'm going to be a big fan of anyway. Like, I had a Van Persie scarf, like, that I wear to Old Trafford as soon as we signed him, because he's my kind of player, innit? I like a cultured baller. I like a Dimitar Berbatov. Loads of people would like say Berbatov was lazy, all these other things. Berber was one of my favourite players to watch, because you just knew what you were getting, like pure quality, innit? And I'll choose a cultured technical baller over a fucking workhorse any day of the week. So yep, I 100% agree with everything you've said. As I said before, let me know what you think about Mason Greenwood, because for me, like, you lot know me, like, I don't get too gassed over these youths, yeah, especially not the youth team, because the step up to the first team is so big, it could all die. But I honestly believe he's the one. He's the one. And last but not least, Rebel_Devils. Does Harry Maguire improve our attack? Let me tell you why this is a very, very, very good question. Because a lot of people see, oh, Harry Maguire, improve our attack. And they think, right, Harry Maguire is a centre-back. What's this you talking about? Let me tell you something. The reason why Harry Maguire improves our attack is because the way he builds up play from centre-half means that even if we do have fucking static at DM, yeah, he can bypass Matic, because Maguire steps out with the ball, plays passes. He also steps out and drives forward. But what he always does as well is he attacks the ball well, so we'll score more goals from set pieces. Remember when England played Germany, yeah? You got Van Dijk and De Ligt in the box, and fucking Harry Maguire's out jumping both of them. And that takes some doing. So he is very lethal attacking the ball, coming forward, and also he's very accomplished at bringing the ball out. So our attack from the goalkeeper will improve, and our attack from set pieces will improve. Which is why that is a very, very fucking sick question. And that also tells me that you watch Harry Maguire and you know what we're in for, and also you just understand the game of football, which is fucking sick. And to be fair, a lot of you guys that follow me, like, there's a clear understanding that you man know well, go on, just from the questions you asked me. So I appreciate that, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section about Harry Maguire improving our attacks. Big up yourselves. Also, the stat on Marcus Rashford. Remember that I'm not 100% sure. That was what someone said to me yesterday. So it might be more than 28 league goals, but I don't think so. Because I heard last season was his highest scoring, because that's the first time he played up front for most of the season. So let me know about that. Also, make sure you smash the like, share, sub, all of that. And also, me and Mark are going to have a show coming to the United Stand for the start of the new season, as well as I'll be at pretty much every game next season. I did tell you lot last season I had some loose ends to tie up down this side, some business things I was doing. Obviously now you know man's in the gym now. Do you know what I mean? So there were things that were going on behind the scenes that I had to prioritize. So I'm looking to be at most fucking games from next season. So there's going to be a lot more fan cams, a lot more content, a new show with me and Mark. The Flex and Rant show will be back soon. And yeah, United Stand FC season will kick off. I'm going to be player coach there as well. Loads of shit for you to look forward to. Thanks again for the support. Almost at 500,000. So if you're not subbed, make sure you sub to the thing. Okay. Big up yourselves.